Hi there, I'm Michelle Barry Franco. So let me guess. You wonder, maybe sometimes, maybe a lot, if your message is powerful enough, is important enough, is the right one to take a stand for. Is this the right message for you? Is it worthy of your time and effort? Will anyone care? If you do, you're like so many of my clients and so many people I meet. So I want to answer that question for you. How do you know if your message is powerful enough, is important enough? Let me tell you a story about a client, which represents a story about many clients actually. So I'm sitting with this client and she's telling me about her own story of transformation, how she had been going to the doctor and watching her levels elevate all of her blood test levels. And the doctor finally said to her, your health is at very, very high risk. We can't keep letting this rise. We need to put you on some medication. And she just did not want to go on the medication. She was already a healthy person. She already worked out and ate pretty healthy. But she said, you know what? Let me just go do some research. So she went and did some research and she came back and said to the doctor, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try this new way of eating. And from everything I've read and heard, this is something that could solve this for me. And I really don't want to take the medication. So he said, okay, fine, skeptical, of course. So she does this for 3 weeks. She comes back in to take some lab tests and check how things are going. And guess what? Levels are down. They're down in the normal range. They were up in the super high dangerous range, and they're down in the normal range just by changing her diet, by changing the food she was eating. This set her on a path of learning everything she could about food and how that food can heal us, food as medicine, right? And so and then she started to share this with other people. How could she not, right? She watched her health in a matter of 3 weeks completely transform. And of course, she felt so much more vibrant and energetic and all the other amazing benefits of eating and taking care of yourself in a way that really works for your body. So she starts sharing this with people and she becomes a health coach and she starts, helping people plan their meals and do all of these kinds of things to make their life better. And yet, she asked me, as do so many of my clients, I get to work with a lot of people in the health and wellness field, but really this happens in most arenas. She asked me, is this really does anybody really want to hear this? I think people are going to resist this. It's healthy eating. People don't want to hear that they need to eat healthy. And so there's this resistance that comes up that says this message isn't worthy of time and space out there, isn't worthy of me taking this stand. So think about that. Her entire health changed. Like she went from a path of danger, like danger of worse and worse health and possibly death if things got way out of control, to vibrant, healthy living. How is that not a message worth taking a stand for? Now, maybe your message isn't around health and wellness in those ways. Maybe it's around stress at work. Maybe it's around, we know that stress actually can totally ruin relationships, can totally ruin your health, messes with your productivity, right? I can tick off all of the other things. Maybe your message is around something entirely different. It's around expression or it's around writing. Ask yourself, was your life changed? What is your own story of transformation? How is your life different? And then imagine that impact on another person's life who is where you were before in all of that pain and struggle and misery and ill health and maybe even great danger, and how you can help them get to the other side, just like you did. So then ask yourself, is this message really worth you taking a stand? Is it powerful enough? I think it's pretty clear that the answer to that is yes. So there's your answer for this week's question. Is your message important enough? Tell yourself your story of transformation. Look deeply, really feel into the difference in your life from before and after, and imagine your ability to share that with other people. And then I think you'll know. All right. Thanks for being here this week. Take good care.